Welcome to Moto Smartphones channel. Motorola offers a wide range of devices to suit almost every budget. While its flagships and flip phones are exciting, the company goes even further by offering the best budget Android phone. With so many phones to choose from, it can be hard to know which one is best for your needs. So we've rounded up the best picks in each category to help you narrow it down. In this comparison, we'll show you the best Motorola smartphones for price versus quality, as well as the best you can find on the market. 1. Motorola. Moto G. Stylus 5. G. The Moto G Stylus 5G 2024 offers a stylus for nearly $1,000 less than the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. The Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 can deliver smooth performance and pairs perfectly with the 8 GB of RAM to give the G Stylus a performance worthy of its $400 price tag. It also features a gorgeous 6.7-inch POLED 1080p E-panel with a 120Hz refresh rate too. Moto G 5G. When you reach a certain threshold, phones often have to compromise more as they get cheaper. That's to be expected, but fortunately, the Moto G 5G 2024 proves otherwise, because for a phone priced under $200, you can still get something good. What's even more impressive about the Moto G 5G 2024 is that it can now clock an impressive 14 hours and 36 minutes in Tom's Guide's battery benchmark test. This is a remarkable feat, thanks to the power efficiency of the Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 chip and the massive 5,000 mAh battery. 3. Motorola Edge. The new Motorola Edge has an amazing fit and finish that you won't find on Motorola's cheaper phones. A vibrant 6.6-inch OLED panel with a 144Hz refresh rate and readable peak brightness in almost all lighting conditions. However, while the display is great for gaming, the weak point of the Edge this year is its Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 chip. The Edge 2024. Battery performance is average. While it was fine for general use, this phone will still require a charger every night. The 4th Moto G Play. The 2023 version of the Motorola Moto G Play was $170, and according to our report, it was the 2021 version. But the most notable improvement is in processing power, which now includes the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6804G, a significant upgrade over the previous MediaTek Helios G37. What the Moto G Play 2024 doesn't offer is the kind of power that's ideal for gaming. 5. Motorola Razr. Last year's Motorola Razr 2023 achieved what many thought was impossible, an Android-based clamshell flip phone for under $1,000 without cutting a ton of corners. The resulting foldable was impressive, but it fell far short of its more premium cousin, the Motorola Razr Plus. This year, the company has attempted a complete makeover to fill that gap with the entry-level Razr 2024, adding many of the best features of the higher-end model without raising the price. I used it for a few days without ever feeling the need to find a charger. It also supports 30-watt wired and 15-watt wireless charging. 6. Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G. Both the Moto 5G Stylus 5G 2023 and the Galaxy S23 Ultra come with a built-in stylus. The difference is that the Motorola phone is $800 cheaper than Samsung's flagship. If you're looking for a way to boost your productivity on a budget, this year's Moto G Stylus 5G is the one for you. It also has a fairly slim design that makes it much easier to type on than many phones today. Be careful not to confuse this 5G-enabled model with the regular. The Moto G 5G 2023 isn't a huge upgrade over the 2022 Moto G 5G model, but it's an improvement over what was already a good budget phone. One of the most welcome changes is the inclusion of a 120 Hz refresh rate display, which is nice to see on a phone that costs less than $200. However, the screen size is still 6.5 inches and has an HD resolution. Other features include the Snapdragon 480 Plus processor, which is a similar processor, if not an improvement, over last year's Moto G 5G. Overall, if you're on a tight budget, the Moto G 5G 2023 is a great value for your money. However, if you can afford to spend more, consider the Moto G Stylus 5G or Moto G Power. 8. Motorola Razr. Motorola's 2023 Razr was the most affordable foldable on the market when it debuted at its launch price a year ago, and now that it's got a successor, it's hard to beat for anyone looking for a budget-friendly flip phone. The Snapdragon 7. Gen 1 chip doesn't win the speed race, but it's a capable chip that delivers plenty of performance for everyday use and compares favorably to other phones in this price range. Unlike Motorola's other recent flip phones, the Razr 2023 has a tiny 1.5-inch cover screen, meaning you'll likely have to flip it open more often than strictly necessary. 9. Moto G Power. If a stylus or wide-angle shooter isn't important to you, the Moto G Power 5G 2023 is a good alternative to the Moto G Stylus 5G 2023, which is the best overall choice. It also has a Full HD Plus screen with a 120 Hz refresh rate, Android 13, 6 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, and a 5,000 mAh battery. It doesn't have any unique or exciting features, but it's reliable and affordable. The MediaTek Dimensity 930 processor provides a good experience in all but the most graphically intensive games. If you play a lot of these, you might want to consider avoiding the G Stylus or one of our top budget phones. 10. Motorola Moto G8, plus one of Motorola's best-selling smartphones today. It's mostly characterized by its rounded corner design and a build that's made up of glossy, characterful materials. On the other hand, there's a fingerprint reader on the back and facial recognition for unlocking. Thanks to its 6.3-inch FHD Plus screen and reduced bezels, it offers the most immersive visual experience of all. Finally, it includes a 40,000 mAh battery for 40 hours of autonomy, depending on the use provided by the average user, and fast charging. Conclusion: Motorola smartphones focuses on meeting the needs of each user. Therefore, different models have very different features and requirements. To choose the best Motorola at a good price, you need to consider your preferences, needs, and budgets. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel.